You have been convicted of a crime you did not want to commit. A crime of the highest degree. You have been exiled from your brethren and left to rot with the lowest of the low. In this place, there is no redemption. You are the base denominator of all, only to be taken from your cell in the most extreme of circumstances. You have no friends, no family. This is your prison. This is your home. This is your fate. Welcome to Dice Jail.
So, there's only the three of you tonight, as well as myself, because we are minus a Colby and minus a Yono. And since Jacob was not here last week, I'm going to do the recap. So, where we last left off, you had all, you all were back up in Gauntlet, and Remy decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to scout ahead. So Remy went off and scouted ahead, while the rest of the party kept doing their thing. And in this case, their thing happened to be opening a door with a giant fly inside, closing said door, going up to a different door, going inside the room behind said door, and dealing with a bunch of kobold ghosts, which they managed to escape from, but did not manage to defeat. During the exit from that area, and the kobold ghosts sort of began to dissipate, and Jason was able to understand in Draconic that the kobolds were saying the stone scales will live forever. The party, minus Remy, went back to Otari to patch themselves up and try to figure out what in the world is going on and how to deal with these ghosts, since their weapons don't seem to be doing anything. So they ended up going to the library, the Dawnflower Library, where they met the librarian, Vandy Banderdash, and got a bunch of lore, bunch of information on Gauntlet, specifically that it was created long ago by an evil sorceress by the name of Belkara Haravex. And they also learned that the town itself is named after a fallen hero who was involved in the battle that defeated Belkara in the first place. The party then left the Dawnflower Library and went to investigate the ruins of the Thirsty Alpaca after they were told by the librarian that it had collapsed following kobolds tunneling underneath it. They didn't quite find anything in their investigation there, besides a couple of weird little spooky happenings. Petra talked to a baby, and the party, where we last left them, were on their way to the Otari garrison. Currently, they are crossing the bridge onto Menhem Street in the general direction of the market. Currently, however, Jason is still staring at the ruins of the Thirsty Alpaca. He turns to you all. I could have sworn I saw something back there. You all go on ahead. I'm going to do some investigation. It's a hobby of mine to investigate these things. I'm going to investigate this a little further. And then Oberyn is going to just sort of look back and forth between Jason and the rest of you, and he's going to say, yeah, I guess I'll go with him to keep an eye on things and make sure he doesn't get into too much trouble. And
Petra's gonna slow blink at them as they just walk back towards the ruins. Turn to Nix and say, "Are those two hooking up or something?"
Nix just shrugs.
Line of the year.
Guardhouse? Let's go to the guardhouse.
Why are we going to the guardhouse again? I kind of wasn't paying attention. The library was pretty boring.
I want to find out what the hell was happening with those coal molds at that tavern. But the rebel didn't tell us anything, and the library didn't tell us anything. So I figured the guards probably know something, even if it's not the thing we want to know.
Do you think they're gonna tell us anything then? Because I don't have any money. That's how I get information.
I'm not sure. But I don't have a better plan, so if you have a better plan, all ears.
I'm not good with plans. I just do things.
The guardhouse we go!
All right. And so, as the two of you approach the guardhouse, Remy, you are finally back at Otari. You've just completed the 20-minute walk back into town, and you are just stomping across the bridge, across the river, in the direction of Rin's. When Yes?
Am I still pissed off that Nix took 2/3 of my health in the last session that we did?
You can choose to be.
I choose to be pissed off.
Okay, so as you enter the town and you're going in the direction of Rin's, but across the way, you see entering the garrison, you see Petra and Nix.
What on earth are you two fucking doing?
Petra and Nix, you turn to see a furious rat man yelling at you from across the stables of Galentine Deliveries.
Context, it's like a very furious whip pan as Petra turns to see the rat man.
Oh, of course.
Hello, how's it going, Grandpa Rat?
Nah.
Oh no!
You said you were good on your
Where
own.
are the other two?
I don't know. They investigating.
Investigating?
Finger quotes around it.
What are they investigating?
I don't know. Some kobolds knocked down a fucking building. We're working on it. I don't know.
They did
What's your
what?
problem? Well, if you had bothered to stay with the crew, then you might know some information. You're just all huffy for no reason.
Hey, now you listen here. I went to go scout ahead to make sure that you and your little cohort didn't miss anything that in the place that we were just in that I forgot the name of and Cameron is about to remind me.
Gauntlet?
Yes, that place.
If you had been scouting ahead, you would have noticed the horde of kobold ghosts. I don't know where the fuck you were, but you
Remy,
were being helpful.
Remy,
Cameron,
you
did I
did
notice
not.
the cohort?
You did not see any kobold ghosts.
What? Talking about cohort ghosts?
Kobold. Kobold.
Okay, like cobalt, but with a D instead of a T. Got it.
Somewhat.
So what kobold ghosts? Like what are you talking about right now? What happened?
I'd like to really quickly remind you all that currently you are screaming at each other from across this fenced-in area.
Scaring the shit out of a cow or something?
Doomed for this entirely.
The horses are just. The horses are
like
just
a cow or a
up.
horse. I can just see like a cow or a horse like looking back and forth like at this conversation, like thinking that they're the one getting yelled at, and just be like, "What did I do?"
The horse sheds a tear.
Man. Yeah, like the poor fucking horse.
I'm just gonna lean against a fence post and like lean under my nails with like a knife and wait for Remy to come over.
While you're waiting for Remy to come over,
I begrudgingly walk over. I storm over, rather.
You have to storm all the way around the building unless you're hopping the fence, storming through the
No, there's a
pasture,
path
and then
around the
hopping fence
outside.
again.
I'm going around the path because I'm polite enough not to trespass on a person's property. I'm pissed. I'm pissed but conscious.
And while Remy stomps over, I'm gonna deal out hero point cards before I forget, like I did last week.
Oh, yes,
So
please
those
do
have
that.
been those
Did
have
you
been
have
dealt
hero
out.
point cards last week?
You did, but I forgot
Yippee!
until Yono reminded me. So
Yeah, that is true. He did forget until Yona reminded him.
There.
you weren't there.
And the episode hasn't been released yet, so I don't know how you would know that.
I know everything.
Oh
Ooh,
lordy.
too close to the mic. Don't do that again.
What?
He just does this. Just don't acknowledge it.
Someone
All right.
is Frenching his mic.
He it's worse. So yeah, go ahead and take a gander at your hero point cards.
Thank you.
And yeah, I would say at this point Remy has reached Petra and Nix.
That is such a good. This is a good card.
You all got pretty good cards this time.
Yeah, I got such a good card. Like, oh my god. It's honestly like kind of a broken card. Like it's
Well,
like,
that's the
granted,
point.
like one time, but it's like broken. Oh my god.
So anyways,
Okay, so Remy has stormed over. Is he now within earshot? Well, I guess we were within earshot.
well, yeah, he's right next to you now.
Oh, good.
So you're just
Yes.
both standing.
We're
did you
both
find
like just like
Scotty?
leering at each other.
No, I'm not looking at you. I'm literally just like not paying attention to you.
Okay, fine. I'm leering at you.
Are you leering or are you glaring? Because those have two different implications.
I don't know the difference.
I'm gonna assume you're glaring at me because if you're leering at me, we're gonna have issues.
yeah, you're glaring at her.
I'm glaring.
Definitely glaring.
Well, who came up all in a huff? What is your huff?
So let me get something straight. You all run away while I'm out scouting the rest of the fortress that we had just stormed into. Run into a bunch of ghosts. Leave no notice or warning that I may run into a horde of ghosts. and then you hide in town and let the two other dudes run off and go investigate whatever the hell they're investigating because did they just feel like it? What is your reasoning?
Wait, where is your erroneous belief that I have some sort of control over any of you coming from? I have no control over Oberyn. I have no control over Jason. I certainly have no control over you. I wouldn't dream of trying to control Nix and the pigeon. How am I supposedly being held responsible for the decisions made by 3 separate adult men?
I'm holding all of you responsible, for one, and for two, if you're not in charge, who is in charge here? Other than me. Who's in charge when I'm not around?
I'm in charge.
Cool.
Then what are you doing?
I'm following Petra.
Tell her. Actually, I nominate the pigeon. The pigeon is the group leader.
Well, I am the speaker for the pigeon. So yes, the pigeon was always the leader.
The pigeon says, "Woo!"
Cameron, stop making noises like that means something.
It does to certain party members.
That means something.
If you speak pigeon, then it means something.
Okay, well, none of us are Mike Tyson. Okay, none of us speak pigeon.
Does Mike Tyson speak pigeon? I don't understand.
He had a pet pigeon.
I did not know this.
Famously, yes, he has a pigeon.
Oh,
He either had or has a
famously.
pigeon.
Mike Tyson
Famously.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jacob. So anyways, it is 9:55 a.m. Are y'all going to the guard station, or are you going to just stand here and yell at each other?
We're going to the guard
Going to
station.
the guard station. He's got his panties in a twist. God damn.
I have my panties in a twist because you let the group separate immediately after, by the way, running into a horde of ghosts.
I mean, you started it. You separated first.
ran away.
I went ahead to scout. I expected you to at least wait.
You're supposed to
I
come
was
back
on
and
that
warn us
door.
for bad things, you know.
What? One at a time. I can't hear you guys. Jesus, come on.
I was at
We're
death's door. I am sorry that I was not waiting for you to get.
We cleared the enemies! That was why I scouted ahead, to make sure we wouldn't find more enemies that would kill you.
Oh, we found more.
Petra has just got her hands over her eyes, much like I do in this moment, actually, and is just going to pinch the bridge of her nose.
Karen is just getting so much amusement out of this.
I really am.
I am so lost.
You know what? Remy, you win. The next time we flee the field of battle on death's door, we'll stop and leave you a note.
Thank you.
Can we go to the guard station?
Yes, we can go to the guard station.
Do you even care why we're going?
Frankly, not really, as long as we get something done.
Enough for me.
Fill me in on the way.
Okay. So on the way to the guard station, on the 5-minute walk over to the guard station, or I guess probably more like 2 minutes, and you just yelled at each other for another 3. Petra explains to Remy that they are investigating kobolds that apparently were doing some weird shit under the town and caused the Thirsty Alpaca to collapse a few months back.
The Thirsty Alpaca? What Thirsty Alpaca?
The tavern. It was a tavern.
It was a bar. There's
yeah.
not an unfortunate mammal who was collapsed.
That's such a weird name for a bar.
Well, it's not around anymore. So
Thank God. I mean, Jesus Christ.
you swing open the door to the guard station, and whatever you were expecting, in the way of populace, you don't really find it. There's basically nobody here. There's just a bunch of empty equipment racks, a couple of old rusting swords on benches, and a desk behind which there is a human man in standard guard attire, just sort of asleep.
I'm gonna knock next to his head. Is he like,
Right, hi, hello.
What can I do for you?
Hello, sir. I'm passing through town, and I was hoping that you could give me some information about the collapse of the Thirsty Alpaca.
I haven't got anything for you. Let me go get the captain. He might be able to give you what you need.
And he slowly stands up, stretches, and goes back into through a door behind the counter.
Oi, Captain, we've got some visitors who want to talk to you.
And you all hear a very loud slam as the guard winces.
Oh dear.
He turns back to you.
I'm just gonna leave now.
And he walks away through a completely different door. A few moments later, a human man, fairly on the older side. I'll go ahead and show him to you now. This fellow, with
He's
his
happy with us.
just gray hair, very fancy, regal green outfit, and these mutton chops and the biggest scowl you've seen in your damn lives, just pushes open the door.
All right, what do you want?
Good morning, sir. We were looking for some information about the collapse of the Thirsty Alpaca.
Information. You want info? What do you want?
We just said information.
Well,
In what
You see,
context
sir-
to the Thirsty Alpaca? I am a busy man.
you see, sir, you're familiar with Gauntlet Tower, I assume.
Yes, of course I am.
So we've been contracted to investigate it on behalf of Rin of Rin's Wonders, who I'm sure you know. But we were there earlier this morning. We went into a room. There was a swarm of 50 kobold ghosts. We nearly died. We came back. We learned that a pack of kobolds had come, destroyed your town tavern. We're thinking there may be a connection.
So you are wasting my time.
Not really sure how this is a waste of your time.
Like I said, I am a busy man. I do not have time to deal with the ramblings of this insane woman or her little lackeys.
With respect, sir, there's nothing happening in this building, right?
And I am above
Because-
average height for my race.
He looks at you, Remy. Remy, I'm really quickly gonna need you to go ahead and tell me what your will modifier is.
What my will modifier is?
Yeah.
What's my will modifier? Where the fuck
Your
is
will
that?
save. Just whatever your will save is.
Wait, I need to like find all this shit. Will. Oh, +7.
+7. Okay. So he stares at you with this absolute fury in his eyes. Just telling you to back the fuck down. However, you are also extremely stubborn. So you stand your ground.
Listen, all of my guards are out doing important things, okay? Important things. Dealing with loggers, getting the wood to Absalom. That is what is most important right now, okay? I don't have time for your little shenanigans here. You want to investigate the Thirsty Alpaca? That was months ago, okay? That whole ordeal was months ago. I closed that case the second I got put in charge of this post. I don't have time for it.
Sorry, let me clarify. You became the head of this department when?
I I became head of this department 3 months ago, but I have been here. I retired here a decade ago.
Wait, I'm sorry. Why has the retired captain come back 3 months ago?
I retired from Absalom. Okay? I retired from the city. And I came back because the captain drowned himself in a drunken stupor. So now I have to come back out of my retirement to deal with this mess of a department he has left.
Right. What sort of investigation would you say you did into the Thirsty Alpaca?
None. It was not important.
I mean, I think it was
A
little
building
important.
collapsed in the middle of your town. I'm pretty sure that's important.
Yeah, I agree with him, and I don't agree with him a lot.
That is true. She does not agree with me a lot.
The captain is currently just grinding his teeth audibly.
Can you just maybe give me the files? Do you have files? Do you
No.
have someone who responded to the incident that I could talk to?
No.
Can I, what's it called? Detect motives or whatever to see if he's lying about having any kind of files or anything?
Sure. Go ahead and roll, or I guess, yeah, I roll for you, I think. You can very much tell that this man, he probably has what you want, but just does not want to give it to you.
Okay, well, while he's distracted, the Nix is going to try to sneak back into his office to see if she can find him herself.
Okay. Let's see. I can't remember. Let me double check sneak, but I believe you roll for that.
I thought we've been having you roll.
Have we?
I have no idea.
I thought we were, but I might be wrong.
I know there are certain things you roll, but I didn't know if you roll. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm trying to read the thing. Okay. Yep. I roll your stealth check in secret. That's what it is. Okay. So, as you begin trying to just sort of go around the captain, he just, much faster than you'd expect from a man of his age, just immediately, almost just slides over in front of you. Just stares down at you. And where do you think you are going?
To the bathroom, unless you want me to go here.
The bathroom is not there. The bathroom is down that hallway.
Which one can you point?
What was that?
Can you point which way?
Yes. And he points down the hallway.
Just go to the hallway.
Is there something we could do for you that would make your life easier so you would be more inclined to give us the information we're seeking?
You can certainly do something to make my life easier.
Let me guess. Go away?
That was part of it. However, like I said, my department is very short-staffed. We're dealing with a lot of things with everyone's on their duties. Listen, if you truly want to be helpful to this town, forget Rin and her nonsense. There's people around town who do need help. And there's, over at the fishery, there's some woman who keeps coming back here every few days about something in her basement. You can go if you want to help, if you want to make my life easier, get her off my ass.
Cool, you got an address and a name?
The fishery. Go to the fishery.
And just ask around for woman with thing in basement?
I'm pretty sure is the person who owns it. I think her name is Tamili. Tamili, yes, I believe that is it. Tamili.
Did you just make that up on the spot?
No. I would never do such a thing. I'm always prepared for every single thing in front of me.
Yes, especially the erroneous side quest that we have to go on because we're too short-staffed to make another stab at the dungeon.
What do you mean?
Remy,
So.
could you be a deer and go check on Nix, and then we will go to the fishery.
Nix, have you actually gone into the bathroom?
Is there anything else interesting that would have caught her eye?
No, it's just sort of a hallway.
Well, let's
There's
just
a
go to
window at
there.
the end of the hallway, but that's really about
There's
it.
a what?
There's a window.
Oh, I look at the window. Is there anything going on outside? No.
Well, you can't really see out the window because you're too short.
Short.
However, you don't really see or hear anything of particular interest. It just, it's just the morning sunlight coming in.
I go in the bathroom, slam the door, so everyone knows that I went where I was supposed to go. And
So-
then I just hum a little bit, and then go back out a few minutes later.
All right. So Nix has now emerged from the hallway.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Thank the gods. I hate this town. Okay, go.
Can I just turn back, turn around as I'm leaving the building and go don't rely on them too much while I'm around.
He just grinds his teeth. You can almost see, his mouth gets smaller. He's ground an entire, half inch off his teeth just from you being there.
Dude, he's just gonna this dude needs a dentist. What the fuck?
Remy, my hair has started to gray. It's very, very colorful hair.
Well, it's not like my hair can gray anymore.
All right,
Talk
we're
about
going
the
to
characters.
the fishery. Where are
Wait,
the
was that the fishery? Oh, are we
We're
going
going
to
to the
eat?
fishery. There's a woman. She's got a thing in her basement. No, I don't know what it means, but it would make that man happy. So,
I don't think
you
so.
Okay, I'm getting ready to roll initiative.
All right. So,
I feel this coming, Cameron. I know where this is going.
what do
I
you
know you.
mean?
I know you.
What do you mean? I've
know
done
you.
nothing ever to provoke this kind of behavior from you. So anyways, on the way to the fishery, is there anything you'd like to do? The fishery is all the way down here.
I would like to chat about Plan B, because Plan B for getting the captain on our good side is a little more difficult, but it does require Remy to seduce him.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Well, he's an age-appropriate man.
That is not relevant to what just happened.
I'm just saying that it's a Plan B if this
It
does
is-
not work.
It is not a plan B if this doesn't work. The plan B if this doesn't work is to storm him, knock him out, and then rummage through his office.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Let's call that Plan C.
Good. See, she's got the right idea.
All
My
right.
plan leader.
Exactly. That's why she's the leader.
So do any of you want to
But
stop
at least
the...
when I'm not around, I don't know what the order of hierarchy is here. I'm older, and I'm also the headmaster of a school, so I just kind of assumed that I was the leader, but I don't know.
So
Why you're
anyways,
so obsessed with the concept that there is a leader.
would any of you like to
Who's
stop at the
leader?
market
There's
or
someone that I
anything?
can yell at.
I'm sorry, I couldn't catch any of those words, Cameron. What were they?
Would any of you like to stop for the market or anything, or any stores or anything on your way down to the fishery?
See, I think the funny part of this is, I don't think we're actually being that funny or that much more zany than usual.
I'm like
Cameron's
just
that
being
gross.
normal. I'm just being normal. Cameron's just a giggly bitch.
Well, that's an
See,
audio
that
clip.
was like the most milquetoast thing I could have said, and he fucking broke down. For it. Look, watch it. Look, watch this. Cameron.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of I can make him laugh.
Fishery.
Yes, let's fucking go to the fishery.
You take the 10-minute walk down to the fishery. And you arrive at this place. You go by the docks, you smell the salty sea air. There's currently no boats around. You'd imagine they're probably out fishing. And the front door set of front double doors are wide open, letting out that wonderful, wonderful fish stench.
Not fish stench.
Inside, you can see a number of workers going just all around, working around, doing their thing, keeping the place running. Do you wish to enter?
Yeah.
Well, we had nothing else to do.
All right. So, you enter the fishery and are immediately overwhelmed by the stench. However, you also are a little bit overwhelmed by the sound, because there's all the workers just yelling to each other and all the sounds of their equipment. And eventually, through all of the noise and all of the smell, you finally are able to ask around and get pointed in the direction of an office. And upon knocking on the office door, the door is opened by a human woman. I'll show her to you now, with red hair, bright eyes, and a business smile.
Yeah. Hi, what can I do for you?
We heard you got a monster in your closet. What's up?
She means to say is that the captain of the guard sent us regarding a complaint that was made.
Oh, finally! That bastard's gotten around to helping out. You don't look like guards, though.
Yeah.
Alright, well, hopefully you're at the very least capable of dealing with whatever is going on. Please step into my office and I'll explain the situation.
I so badly wanted to rant about how we obviously don't look like guards in this formal.
No.
Let me just ask, just for a clarifying question, just for future reference. How tall is Remy?
3'8".
He weighs about how much?
That is yet to be decided.
I would imagine
I'm
Remy.
assuming 80 to 90 pounds. I don't know. What's a good weight for 3'8"?
I don't know. I don't know the average weight of a rat.
The average weight of a rat is like less than a pound. What are you talking about?
No, you have to scale it up. I don't fucking know.
How do we scale it up? What are you on about? Like
How
what?
dense rats are.
Yeah, hold on. Let me calculate the density of a rat real quick. So that I get it put down anatomically an anatomically accurate weight for Remy.
The only important thing I need to know is, if necessary, can I pick up Remy by the scruff of his rat neck?
Wait, how tall is your character?
I'm a human person.
Well, how tall is Petra?
That literally that range is like 5 foot to 7 feet. Like that tells me nothing.
I am 5'6".
Okay, so you probably made me off.
So, anyways, you all enter the office. And Tamily, sits you all down, and she's got some nice comfy chairs. And she leans back against her desk. Okay, so, what exactly did Lardis tell you?
He said there was something in the basement, and that's about as far as he gave us.
Wonderful. Okay. I'd say that shows how much he listens, except that's kind of all there really is that I know. Something's in the basement. Some sort of creature. I don't know what it is in the basement, and it keeps breaking into the barrels and stealing the fish. And the workers are starting to get pretty restless. They won't really go down there anymore. Frankly, neither will I, because we're all kind of worried that it won't stop at fish if it sees us. So we need someone to go down there and figure out what in the world is going on. Since you're not guards, I guess you are mercenaries. So to sweeten the deal for you, I'm willing to offer each of you 10 gold pieces each to clear this threat and figure out whatever is down there that's been eating my fish.
Point us in the direction.
The basement. That's the direction.
Is that a door? I mean, I can't go to
Yes,
the floor.
I
The
will.
most enthusiastic point us in the direction I've ever heard in my entire life.
I will lead
Tell me
you.
where I'm going.
I will lead you to the basement in a moment. Is it just the three of you?
No, there's our invisible friend Jimmy. He's sitting in the corner. Say hi, Jimmy.
No, I
Remy.
point to the pigeon on my shoulder. Can you not count?
Sorry, four of you. I meant no disrespect.
It's okay.
All right. Well,
Good, no apologize to Jimmy.
if just a
The
fair
pigeon Jimmy?
just a fair.
That was meta. I did actually say that in the game.
I think you definitely did say that in the game.
Okay, fine. I did it in the game.
Just, for reference, if you do end up needing to bring more mercenaries in for whatever reason, I don't know what's down there. If it does turn out to be too much, I am willing to hire additional mercenaries for the same rate that I'm hiring you.
Okay, so 4 at 10 gold each, and then we can hire out more at 10 gold each if we need to.
3 of you at 10 gold each, and then, yes.
4. I thought you could count.
I can count, but I don't think pigeons have coin purses.
Yeah, she does. And I hold out a little coin bar. Ching, 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 ching.
She just sort of, her eyes sort of I don't even know how to describe the expression that I'm making right now in response to that. But it's just an expression of absolute bewilderment. Just, I guess I stand corrected. Well, the pigeon, we can discuss the pigeon's wages later.
10 gold.
We can discuss the pigeon's wages later.
Pigeon doesn't agree to a job until the money's settled.
If Pigeon doesn't want to do it, then I will just go and deal with whatever the fuck is downstairs.
The pigeon.
You're ruining our negotiations.
The pigeon on your shoulder, Nix. Oh! Okay. Well, I will lead you all to the basement now.
10 gold each, right?
10 gold per person.
You said mercenary. The pigeon's a mercenary. It's a wealth of knowledge. You don't understand.
I need you. I need you.
Disrespect.
I need you to make a. Oh Jesus! I don't know if I want to make this diplomacy or intimidation. I would say this sort of sounds like intimidation.
Which
at this
one
point.
is higher?
She's a little irate that she's disrespecting.
So I would say Nix, go ahead and roll an intimidation check for me, please.
Which dice? Please be good. Aw, it's 12.
And per person. All right.
She cracks
So-
her neck a
Sitting there
little.
silent.
Yeah, she cracks her neck a little. Are you guys not gonna back me up on this? And she'll look at Petra and
What about Jimmy? He deserves fair compensation for his labor.
Listen, I
the pigeon saved y'all's life.
I
I give
You.
I give Nix like a glare of like a shut the fuck up, I'm trying to help.
I just this is so strange.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
hey, you know, we can always just see if the captain is available to go take care of this monster
I
instead. You
see.
know, I mean,
I will.
I'm sure he's totally willing to do it.
Okay. I will pay the pigeon 10.
Let's go.
All right, 10 gold for the people, 10 for the pigeon.
If only I could negotiate the price of rope down the way that I
Let's just-
negotiate getting a pigeon to be paid.
Let's just to make sure.
I just talk a person into paying a pigeon.
Let's just to make sure everything's above board. I need you all to sign some quick contracts. Just, this is a legitimate business and all. I don't hire labor without the proper
Well, that
channels
doesn't-
being gone through. So, I've got a few drafted up here just in case, in case I needed them. And she produces from the desk 4 contracts.
Great! Oh my fucking god! I don't want to read right now.
Is this legit? She says to the pigeon.
The
And she holds
pigeon.
it up for the
Petra,
pigeon
read
to
this for
read it
me.
all.
The pigeon.
I don't have my
Sorry,
reading
I
glasses.
Handed Remy's contract.
The
I
pigeon.
become a lawyer.
The pigeon scans the document.
Okay. Alright, she signs it, and then is there like a little inkwell or something?
Yes.
And then I help the pigeon to sign her document.
Can I get some information?
As the pigeon puts his foot in the inkwell, you just watch the light in Tamali's eyes die. Oh, I really thought I had you there. Okay, yes. And she looks at the contract. Miss Palmer, you asked for information?
I'm apparently this
thread
rat
of
man's
moments
lawyer.
Hold on, too many voices. Petra?
I'm apparently this rat man's lawyer, and
He has to sign it himself. If the pigeon has to sign it itself,
oh, I know.
then he
I
needs to
know.
do that
I just
too.
want to know if there's anything that I should know before I advise him to sign it. I just.
You'll each be paid a sum of 10 gold pieces upon the delivery of proof that all threats under this fishery are eliminated, and my people will not be in danger from anything under there anymore.
Wonderful.
I take a pen and I
Thank you.
sign it.
I should also add that anything you find down there that does not belong to the fishery, you are welcome to.
How do we
How
know what does
what
and doesn't belong to the
doesn't belong
fishery?
to the fishery?
If it's
What the fuck?
if it's on my property, then it is mine.
The building is her property. What is she? What are you talking about?
Huh?
Karen. The basement is her property. Everything that's in the basement is her property.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we can't take anything, is what you're saying.
Just nod along, please.
I just fucking deconstructed your entire argument.
No, you didn't. Just nod along, damn it.
Fine, but fuck you.
Would you like to have this argument in character? Because I'm willing to have this argument in character, Jacob.
What just happened in character? Am I fucking yelling at the sky?
No, you would be yelling at the woman
Yelling at
who
the
is
woman.
stipulating this.
No, I don't want to have the argument in person. I'm just gonna look at her like really confused and just like, okay, whatever.
She looks at you. You'll understand when you get down there.
Fucking, you can fucking calm down.
All right. So I'll bring you out of the basement now that you've all signed your contracts. All right. And she opens the door, unleashing the fish stench once again. She leads you all through the main floor and brings you all to a fairly sizable trapdoor, which she unlocks using a key on her belt. And then proceeds to signal for a couple of workers to pull the thing open, revealing a dark, rickety-looking wooden stairway. So, right there is where you need to be. Good luck. And do good work.
Yeah, I'm walking down.
I take my weapon out and go down.
Have and down the stairs.
Okay, so Remy is first, followed by Nix, followed by Petra. Lovely. All right. So, let me just go ahead and real quick. At 10:45 a.m. in game time, go ahead and just throw us in here and get some appropriate music going. So, you walk down into this dark basement. It's almost entirely unlit, save for a few candles burning on the wall over here, illuminating a few workbenches with sacks laying upon them. The room itself is fairly sizable and has a set of 4 support columns as well as a set of 4 barrels, which you'd assume are full of fish, 2 of which are broken open and quite utterly destroyed.
Spooky.
As Petra walks down the last stair, the trapdoor is closed behind you, but not locked. So let's see. I believe Nix and Remy. Remy, do you have dark vision? You have low light vision, so you can't see.
I have low light vision.
But Nix, you can see as you walk down over here. There appears to be a fairly sizable hole in the wall. As you approach, you look down through this hole broken in the wall, and you see a passageway of stone carved out of the earth. And as you gaze down this passageway, you hear something coming from the darkness.
There's you guys.
A skittering sound. And before too long, you can see the source of the skittering coming out of the darkness as a number of giant rats begin to approach, their teeth gnashing at you.
Remy, do something! Do something, Remy! Do
We
something!
must now roll for initiative.
It's your family!
I knew it!
We must now
I didn't roll initiative, you son of a bitch!
Let me just add you all to the tracker real quick.
The tractor.
All right, so now you may all roll. In
Oh shit! What's my modifier for initiative? Is there a
it's
modifier for
perception. It's just roll it in Foundry. It'll automatically do it for you.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm fucking like the best with luck when it comes to initiative. And then I'm shit with luck when it comes to everything else. Wait, I have a torch in my inventory, don't I?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, don't you play coy with me, you son of a bitch.
You do have a torch, yes.
I do have a torch.
Would
Yes,
we
I have a
like to
torch.
say that you lit your torch?
I would like to say that I lit
Okay,
my torch.
We can say that you lit your torch. Let me actually see if I can.
Hey, you'll
Nope.
have eyesight. That's nice.
Let me see if I can.
Well, I also have scent, but it's imprecise.
Yes, so you
Oh, I
are able
choose-
to
I
actually.
choose C.
So you should be able to see the white rippling things.
Yeah.
That's symbolizing the things that you can smell. So you can smell that first rat. You can smell where Petra is. You can smell where Nix and the pigeon are. There we go. All right, update token. So you now have a torch. Remy has his
Whoa.
torch up. But since you took your torch out there, I'm going to say that you do not have time to take your weapon out.
That's
as
fine. I wasn't
combat
going to take my
begins.
weapon out anyways.
Fair enough. All right, so top of round one. First up is one of these big ol' rat friends who's going to take a stride through his friends and come right on out into the room, 30 feet, and is going to snap at Nix with its jaws. Nix, that is an 11 to hit.
No.
All right. And it is then going to snap at you a second time. That is an 8 to hit.
No.
And what is your AC?
18.
So it crit fail, sorry, I keep forgetting that crit fail on attack rolls only happens on nat 1. Sorry, brain. All right, so it does not hit you with either of its strikes. That brings us to the next rat, who is also going to run into the room here. And it is also going to snap at Nix. That is against Nix a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. So, Nix, you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Dang, rats.
I was gonna say that was too much damage.
Yeah. I hit the wrong button.
And it is then going to skitter past you and in the direction of one of the barrels. And that ends its turn. That brings us now to Remy. What would you like to do, sir?
Hey, I'm going to stride up to this guy.
All right.
And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
All right. Go ahead and make 2 attacks. The second one with your multiple attack penalty.
Okie dokie. I got a 19.
All right. So that's the first attack. Go ahead and also roll the second attack for me.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
11.
11. All right. So, unfortunately, Well, did you make that second attack with your multiple attack penalty? I don't think you did.
No, I don't think I did.
Okay, it's fine. So instead of 11, it's a 7. Yes.
Seven.
So, fortunately, the first attack hits. The second attack does not. The second attack, unfortunately, does not hit. So go
Okay,
ahead and roll
so-
damage for the first one.
Roll damage. 2.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
As you run up and you punch the rat. All right, you have 1 action remaining.
Like a boss. I guess I'm gonna do another unarmed attack.
Are you doing just one more, or are you doing another flurry of blows?
I'll do another flurry of blows, I guess.
Okay.
Just
So
'cause, like, why not?
So both of those are at MAP minus 8.
yes, I
Yes,
figured.
yes, MAP minus 8.
Okay, cool. 10 and 7.
Okay, so unfortunately, neither of those hit.
No way, dude. Okay, well, at least we know what their AC is. It's 11. Roll 11, guys. Roll an 11.
That's not true.
10.
That's also not true.
Okay, well, I
No,
got it on
it's
11. and
No,
I
you got it
did
on
10.
19. You got it on
you
19.
Shit. Shut up.
You buffoon. So anyways,
I am
Nix, you're up.
tired.
Nix, you're up.
Okay, dokie. I want to try to exploit vulnerabilities.
All right. Go
I'm gonna do
ahead.
it on this one here.
All right. Go ahead and roll that esoteric lore.
And that's an 18. Nope. Hold on, math. And I read my dice wrong. 22.
22. That is very much a success right there. One could even say it is a critical success, actually. So you would remember from all of your experience dealing with rats that they don't really specifically have any material weaknesses, but like a lot of animals, they're not, the most intelligent in the world. You would also know that a lot of the times they're diseased, but looking at these ones, they don't appear to be disease carriers.
Okay.
So are you using your what are the names of the thingies?
One is something.
The page isn't loading, damn it.
Mortal-
Oh, no.
Mortal weakness.
Mortal
but
weakness.
Yes, so.
And then what was the other thing? It was the personal
Personal
antithesis.
Yeah, antithesis.
So you're using mortal weakness, you said?
Yes.
All right.
So, but there was no weakness that they have, though, right?
Let me.
She would benefit from that.
That is correct. It does not have any weaknesses. Let me look at this. Okay, so yeah, you don't know of any yeah, you don't know of any of those. So if mortal weakness, what does mortal weakness do again?
It's whatever their weakness to. I get that added on. So I guess I probably should just do personal antithesis.
Yeah, because it doesn't have any
So
weakness.
that just gives me a 2, and so I will try to attack him now.
All right.
That
And that
will
only
be-
works on that specific rat.
Yes. That will be a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. That does, in fact, hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
My bet's on 14.
Okay, so that'd be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. You, as this rat is skittering towards you, you just completely ignore the one currently attempting to bite at your heels and just and send out your blade directly into the skull of this dog-sized rat coming through the hole, and it just dies.
Sorry, Remy. And I tried to attack the one next to me, even though I'm probably not gonna hit.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, that might not be too bad. Okay, I'm gotta go look at the multiple attack thing. Oh, so 18.
18, that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And I rolled better on that one, so that one is 9.
Not 9, and that's not including personal antithesis?
No, I rolled a 1 the first time. This time I rolled 4, so I got better.
Good lord, how do you
What's
deal so
your
much damage?
modifier?
I get to add my strength modifier, because I went strength-based, and then I get weapon implement, which adds...
Right. Yep. That
And
would...
then
Wow.
that whenever I get it. I just have to hit first.
I call hacks.
Yeah, you also just turn around and just stab this thing. You just completely retract the blade and stab into this rat, and it is also dead. All right then. That brings us to the final one to have to run through the hole, which it is going to do, and make a beeline directly for Nix, as they all seem to have a tendency to do. And is going to make an attack with its jaws. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes.
All right. So Nix, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And it is then going to take its final action to stride. And put itself... it's actually going to jump into one of the broken barrels behind Remy. So Remy, you are currently being flanked. You are currently being flanked by these two rats, meaning you are flat-footed to either of these two rats that are flanking you.
These are my brethren, Cameron. I am not intimidated.
You're invading their territory.
No, Cameron. I'm not invading their territory. I'm coming over for a family barbecue.
Petra, you're up.
Okay. So this barrel right here
Is intact.
is intact, so I can't access any fish in it or anything.
You could certainly try, I guess, but you'd have to open it first. You'd have to take an interact to open it, or you could break it. You know.
Right. That was all I wanted to know.
I've never prayed more in my life that someone was gonna fish slap a rat.
So what are you gonna do, Petra?
Please fish slap a rat.
Brings up such a fun point. I think this is a low stakes enough content. Okay, we're gonna take first a move action to go over here.
All right.
I'm gonna pry open the barrel.
All right.
With an interact.
Okay. So you have one action remaining. As you crack open the barrel, and it is full of preserved oily fish.
Wonderful. Is taking a fish out an action, or is slapping the rat here with one of the fish in action?
You know what? I'm gonna say rule of cool. You can do all that in one action.
Awesome.
So let's see. Let's see. Improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon. Trout.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say it's definitely a strength-based attack.
Sure.
So go ahead and make a strength-based attack.
This is the best fucking session ever. Oh my god.
What the hell is my strength stuff? Why is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. That is a 15 to hit.
A 15 just barely hits. So if I
Don't
can
hit
get
14.
No, it's 15, you dingus.
You-
So go ahead and roll 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Wonderful. And may I pretty please have panache from this?
I'll say it's badass enough. If you kill it, you get panache.
Oh, let's see how it goes. It's only a 2.
Only 2 points of damage. Unfortunately, you do not kill the rat, but you do slap it with a fish, and it squeaks angrily at you.
Good. The rat's being a bitch.
So that is your turn.
I feel like you're just redirecting anger that you have on me out on the poor fucking rat, and that's not fair, frankly.
Oh lordy! So 6 seconds have passed.
Fun therapy.
And we're back to this rat who's going to, now that it's been punched by Remy, whip around. Remy, you are flat-footed because you're flanked, so you have a -2 to AC against this attack. So the first attack, oh Jesus, the first attack is a nat 20. So thankfully no crit cards for it since it's under your level. But it's going to deal, if I can find another... How am I unable to find... There we are. Alright. It's going to deal to you... Oh, you're very lucky. You're very lucky, Jacob. I rolled minimum damage. You take 4 points of piercing damage as it chomps down on your leg. It hurts a lot, both emotionally and physically, as this is, your
cousin.
It is now going to snap at you again. That second attack is only a 9 to hit.
A 9 does not hit.
All right. And it is going to use its final action to... It is going to use its final action to... Yeah, it's just gonna it's gonna attempt to it's gonna start squeaking at you angrily, and because you are a rat man, you can somewhat understand that it is calling you an absolute loser and disgrace to all rodent kind as it attempts to demoralize you. So
hang on now. Hang on. No.
No, it's attempting to demoralize you. No. Sit down. What is your will DC?
What is my what?
Your will DC. It's your will save modifier plus 10.
Oh, 17, I guess.
17. Thankfully, you are not talked down by this rat. It's demoralized fails.
I'm just gonna be like, hey man, I'm just saying, I'm not the one crawling around some weird bitch's basement.
I mean, technically you are.
Okay, but I'm
so
not
Nix
the
and
one.
Petra,
I love how she just fucking included herself in our conversation.
Nix and Petra, you just hear Remy and the rat squeaking at each other. Remy, it's your turn.
I'm gonna fucking slap the shit out of my cousin Jimmy.
Okay. Are you making a flurry of blows?
Yes, flurry of fucking blows.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock this dude's block in.
Okay.
No one talks to Uncle Remy that way. 16.
16 does hit. Go ahead and roll the second one real quick.
Okay. 18.
Both of those hit. Go ahead and roll damage for both.
Okay. 5 on the first one.
All right. It is currently extremely mortal.
5 on the first one. 3 on the second one.
Oh yeah, you do not like that insult. At first you just kick its jaw shut, and then while it's reeling from that, you just backhand its head into the floor, turning it into paste. It's a dead fucking rat. Only one rat remains now. You have 2 actions left. What would you like to do?
I punched the rat behind me and call him a little bitch. I'm not actually calling him a little bitch because I know that would take an action.
Well, I mean, you can if you'd like. That doesn't have to take an action. What was that?
16 on the first one.
16
that was with -8.
Okay, damn, you're rolling good. That's
5
less
on the
good.
second one.
But the first one does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
5.
This rat is extremely mortal.
Stop him with the fish again!
Go ahead and roll 2 more attacks at -8. 6 does not hit. That does not hit either. But thankfully, I don't think that's a natural 1. Thankfully, I believe that is a 2, not a 1. So, wait, actually, hold on. No, never mind. You rolled a nat 1. You rolled a nat 1. You're getting a crit card.
Do math for a second.
No, I had to click the thing open. All right, let's deal you a fumble card. Let's see. Jacob's hand, random, deal. You now have a card in your hand, card number 37, and that was with an unarmed strike. You critically hit an ally within your reach. There are no allies within your reach.
I mean, he just punches himself in the face.
No, it means it doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Bet. Could I also use? Could I use my card?
Your hero point?
No. Yeah. Play after you fail an attack.
Oh yeah. So you should have said something before I.
So I'm going to use. I tried.
So I apologize.
I turned that one into a success roll.
So you succeed instead. Go ahead and roll damage. So how would you like to do this? How would you like to finish this rat off?
I grab it by the tail and I throw it there. I like swing it around my head a couple times, and then I throw it into the wall.
Petra, while holding your fish, preparing for another strike, you watch as Remy just bitch slaps this rat, and as it's stunned, he picks it up by the tail, swings it around as it squeaks in fear, and just whoop, full force whips it into the wall. It is so dead right now.
Are we out of initiative?
We are, and you all gain 80 XP.
I love how we have a perfect look at the format of how all the characters are laid out. We have a pattern right now. We have a pattern. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Perfectly symmetrical pattern on the characters right now.
Oh my god.
It's just
walk over to Remy.
God.
Lay a hand on his tiny little rat shoulder. Say, hey Gramps, that's something you want to talk about, or...
Fucking put the fish back in the barrel.
I didn't hear a word of that.
I said to just put the fucking fish back in the barrel.
I put the fish back in the barrel.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I just fucking killed a rat with a nat 1.
Remember to update your character sheets to include that 80 XP.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
Holy shit. Oh my god. That was beautiful. Oh my god.
That entire encounter was just gold, beginning to end.
Oh my god. Oh wait, yeah,
Holy
and Nix
shit.
and Petra, you're at 420 XP. That's what the day is. The funny weed number.
Whoa!
Normally I smoke weed.
All right. So, anyways, yes, you are now out of combat. What would you like to do?
Exploring the rest of the
Well, you see, there's this giant hole in the wall, Cameron.
Well, first, Petra, it appears, is going over to... Oh, Petra is now standing on a workstation. Petra is no longer standing on a workstation. You see a bunch of... You see a set of, workstations right here with a couple of... with a big old sack on each one. There's also 2 shelves with, a few like bottles and glass... Or not glass. Clay jars on each one.
Oh my god.
It's not as
Oh my god, there are gonna be so many clips of this episode. including this moment right now. What the
Oh, it is
Oh my God.
10:47 a.m.
Where is the hole in the wall? I want to go in the hole.
Right there, where the hole is.
over here?
Oh, Remy's not standing close enough for me to see with the light.
So Petra is now in the hole in the wall.
I follow behind.
Is Nix also following?
Yeah.
All
Why
right.
is the game paused, Cameron?
Because
Yeah,
people
okay.
were
We
moving
have to go to
very
the new map.
fast. No, you don't.
Oh, no?
No, you were just moving too fast, and I wanted to make sure Rachel was aware of what was going on. All right, so Petra, as you go to the end of this passageway, you stop yourself. Thankfully, because of Remy's torchlight, you're able to stop yourself right before you fall over a 10-foot drop.
Huh. I don't think that's meant to be there.
Remy is not quite close enough for you to see over the edge all the way.
I'm about to be.
Now he is. So you can somewhat see, now that Remy's torch is illuminating the area a bit, looking down at the bottom, you see, looks like a bunch of mushrooms down there. And as you look up, you can see a number of, is it stalactites or stalagmites that are coming down from the ceiling?
Stalagmites.
Stalagmites.
No, those are stalactites. Stalagmites
There's
come
a-
from the bottom.
Okay. There's a number of I've forgotten already. A number
Tights are
of pointy
from-
rocks!
Tights are on the roof.
Pointy things
Tights are on the
coming from
roof.
cave ceiling. We get it.
Stalactites from the ceiling. And then there's also a big old rock right there that you had to step over to get to the ledge.
Cameron, think about it this way. Stalactites are holding onto the roof tightly.
Thank you. I get it.
And
I get it now.
stalagmites grow from the ground.
It's like I'm back in science class all over again.
I actually learned that on a cave tour.
I'm sure I also learned that on a cave tour at some point, but I probably forgot.
I almost guarantee you it was on the cave tour we did when we lived in Ireland.
Probably.
Is it a cave tour in Ireland? That's so cool. Oh my god, what the fuck?
It was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. So anyways, yes, you are now at this ledge. What now?
I jumped down the ledge. And
Remy is jumping down the 10-foot ledge.
I'm gonna climb.
Is that an athletics check? Am I gonna do an athletics check?
Hold on, let me just pull up the reference for falling.
Oh, no.
Well, hold on, I haven't done it yet.
Actually, you kind of did. You just said you'll leap over the edge. So, Petra, go ahead and roll an athletics check. Remy, go ahead and, I guess go ahead and roll an acrobatics check, Remy.
Ooh,
That's
acrobatics
a
check.
dirty 20.
A dirty 20. All right, Petra, you, pretty easily scale down the side of the wall as, Remy, what did you get?
Hold on, I'm about to tell you. A 22.
As Remy launches himself over the ledge, and deftly is able to, mid-air, pull out his quarterstaff and use that as a brace against the ground. It's one of the most majestic things you've ever seen, as this rat man just, whoop, with one hand holds himself up and plops himself back on the ground with his staff.
Goddamn right.
Well, at least you didn't shatter all of his bones.
Cameron, can I use a nature check to see which of these mushrooms are gonna get me to trip the fuck out?
Hold on a second.
So that
Nix,
I can take the mushroom that'll make me trip the fuck out.
Nix, how would you like to get down?
She's just going to kind of slide down easily.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check. It's a bit of a sheer drop.
That is an 11.
11. Okay, well, unfortunately, you're not quite so successful on your way down, and you kind of fall a little awkwardly, twisting your ankle a bit. You take 1 point of falling damage.
Right, all those rat bites.
So, let me check the description of the mushrooms. Oh, Lord. Okay. So Remy, I would say this would actually be this would, to discover which one you can eat, I would say that would be a survival check.
What's my survival check thing? See, I have a +5 for nature, so that'd be great. I also have a +5 for survival. Doesn't really
Yes.
matter. Okay, I'm checking which ones.
Roll survival.
14.
14. Well, you, from the looks of it, you don't think any of these are the trip balls kind of mushrooms, but they all, from what you remember, they all appear edible. You don't think they'll taste too good, but they all appear edible.
Will I get HP back for eating them?
You need help?
Not raw.
I got my med kit. As he's doing this, I'm going to try to treat myself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that medicine check.
Oh, that's real good.
What did you get?
I rolled 19 plus 20.
All right, then. I
God
believe
damn it, she's gonna be insufferable now.
that is pretty definitely a success. Is that a crit success? So the DC is 15.
Wait, what did she get?
Okay, that's a regular old success, so you regain 2d8 hit points.
Cool.
Oh, okay. So when she's healing herself, she gets a crit success. When she's healing me, she takes 2/3 of the health that I lose.
So during the 10 minutes that Nix is doing that, is there anything that Remy and Petra would like to do?
Yeah, go on a rant about how she fucked up my healing.
Okay,
you
Petra
want me to try
moves. Would you like her to try again?
No. Very much no.
Petra,
even though I only have about half my health left.
I had 4 hit points left. I just healed myself in back.
So Petra has moved up forwards, and as you do, you notice coming from up ahead, there's an incline, along with dim blue light, coming from the ceiling of the cavern up ahead.
I have a horrible feeling about this for a number of reasons.
I don't. I go up.
All right. So, Remy, go ahead and move yourself up.
Okie dokie.
So, as you move up, you are pretty easily able to
Hello,
scale.
Brave.
Hold on a sec. You're pretty easily able to scale this incline, and you find yourself immediately. I'd say you'd probably be there. There's supposed to be a wall there, but there's not.
Okay.
Immediately surrounded by spider webs. A lot of them. This entire room appears densely packed with spider webs.
Hey guys, I have a pretty good idea of what the fuck is down here.
Look around, you also see lots of bones and ruined stone structures. They're not graves. They look like pillars or the backs of chairs, maybe.
The backs of chairs.
The backs of stone chairs. Petra, as you approach up behind Remy, you also see this. Remy, stop for a second.
Yep.
So, you see all these spider webs. And let me really quickly just let's see. Oi! Get back there. All right. So, the spider webs are considered difficult terrain, which means each spider web costs an additional 5 feet of movement to get through.
Of course it does.
You could attempt to avoid them, though.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, well, Remy is up first, so Remy has to decide first if he wants to avoid them or just walk straight through.
I will attempt to avoid.
Okay. So Remy, go
Because
ahead.
Remy is scared of spiders.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check, please.
Oh, cool. Acrobatics check. All right, let's go. Acrobatics. Oh my god, I got a 22 again.
22. All right. Yeah, you easily are able to jump over these spider webs and into this next area, which is free of webs. Petra?
You.
All right, remind me what check you need?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics, you say. That. Oh, that's a nat 1 for a total of 6.
A total of 6, you say. Are there any other things, possibly, that you'd like to... I don't know. Is this a check that you'd like to keep?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I have a sense that I need to save that for later.
Okay. So. Petra, as you step up and you attempt to navigate the webbing, you are very disoriented by this situation. And almost instinctively, as you're going through, you wrap your hand around one of the threads to pull yourself through to the other side. So.
Yeah, that tracks. Can I cut myself free?
No, oh, you're not stuck in the webs.
Oh.
You just sort of move yourself through. However, as you do, as you sort of get on the other side and register
kind of acoustic thing.
what has happened, you notice that the threads that you were holding on to are rippling across the ceiling.
God damn it.
And you suddenly hear something. The little tiny sounds that you're fairly familiar with. Of spider legs walking on webbing.
Turn it all down.
Nix is not aware of this. Neither is Remy, the only one aware of this at the moment.
Shit.
Aware of what?
Oh,
well, I don't.
Might
know
have
what she's aware of.
fucked the web. I think they're coming. Fuck.
What's coming now?
Well,
I need
What the fuck did you do?
spider webs.
everyone to get ready to roll back into initiative.
I fucking hate you.
I
I'm on half health, you bastard.
You could have
To be
gotten
fair,
some of
you
my
were
awesome-
offered.
Oh
Chance
yeah,
for
okay. Let's be honest here, Nix. That is more of a liability than an offer.
I mean, I healed myself great. I don't know what you're
Oh
talking
yeah, you healed yourself great. That I don't know how well it's gonna work out for me though.
So,
God damn, this is
You're
the
all
first
now
time I've rolled a
initiative.
bad initiative.
Cameron,
yes.
I have a very serious question to ask you.
Yes.
Was this a part of the module, or did you make this?
Combination of both. It is a module that I've added into Abomination Vaults.
Ah, so this is a pre-existing module.
Yes,
You very specifically chose the module?
I did.
Yep, that's what I thought. Thank you.
It admittedly happened to work out extremely well, as you can tell.
Did it
So
really?
anyways,
I
up
can't imagine
first,
it.
up first, you know, up first climbing across the ceiling, we have coming into the edge of Remy's torchlight. Big honking spider! Right there. Big honking friend.
That is a big fuck off spider.
Yeah, it's currently on the ceiling.
Oh, it's on the ceiling! Oh my god, it's on the ceiling! Oh, that's great!
So yeah, it's I forgot to put the height indicator on. It is let's see, how high are the ceilings here? Oh, I'd say the ceilings are a good 15 feet high. So it's a good 15 feet above you. And it is going to go ahead and let's see. It's going to move across. The second stride action is going to move across 5, 10, 15. To directly over here. And it is going to make a web attack against Petra. Petra, that is an 11 to hit.
Yeah, that won't do it, but thank you for asking.
Oh, of course. And it is then going to go ahead and well, that's his turn. It's taking 2 strides and making an attack.
Is it on the ground now?
Nope, it's still on the ceiling. The web attack is ranged. So it basically just sort of sent out this massive line of webbing towards Petra, which she was able to quite easily dodge. Speaking of Petra, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and sense motive and see if I can figure out if it's intelligent or not.
Okay, so I roll that for you. You know, it's not the most unintelligent creature you've ever come across, but it is definitely it's definitely an animal. It's very definitely an animal.
Right, that's what I needed to know. Right. These web things, they spread out all over the thingamajig, right?
Yes. So basically this area right here that you and Remy are in, that is the only area that you can see that is not considered difficult terrain.
Okay.
On the ground, at the very least.
I want to pick up a piece of rock or rubble, something that I can grab.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and create a diversion by throwing it into the web thing.
I see. I would say you'd probably pick up one of the bones right next to you. Actually,
my God,
appears to be a humanoid femur.
Cool.
That you
That's
pick
fun.
up. Go ahead and make a deception check. Why don't you?
Everything's fine. Oh, that's a 24, thank you.
24, a 24, a 24. So, you toss the bone into the webbing, and it definitely appears to have attracted the spider's attention. So you are now considered hidden from it.
Cool. And I'm gonna, take some side steps over here so that Nix can get through without,
Okay.
horrible things.
So you've moved.
Are you using me as a human shield right now?
I'm not using you as a human shield, and please shut the fuck up before you create more problems.
Okay, so that is. Were you sneaking away?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll a stealth check for you. Oh, look at that. You yeah. All right. You sneak on over. You sneak on over.
Horrible.
And as far as you can tell, the spider is not paying attention to you anymore. And that is all 3 of your actions. Nix, you're up.
Okay, first question.
Yes.
The spider,
Yes.
is it Can I get it in my 10-foot range?
So it is currently. Let me pull up the calculator again. It is currently. So you're not all the way up the ledge yet. So it's closer to more like.
But if
20...
if I get up to it, based on it being in the ceiling, I don't mind being like right under it.
It would be 15 feet away if you are. Okay, so it's 15 feet away. No matter like even if you're directly under it, the ceiling is 15 feet high.
Can I leap as my action and try to attack it while I'm leaping? For 2 actions? Or is leap 2 actions in itself?
I would say that would be a high jump. And a high jump is 2 actions. But a stride is included in the high jump. So it would allow you to do all of the movement in those 2 actions. And then you could make a strike midair for another action if you'd like.
Sure, why not?
All right. And Petra, I believe creative diversion puts you into panache, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so...
Like Cameron, it's 18 feet away from Nix.
Huh?
I did the math.
I'm confused what math you're doing, because the calculator I'm looking at...
Trigonometry? Does it say 15?
The calculator I'm looking at says 15. Technically 15.81, but...
Oh, wait, how many squares is she away from it?
Well, she's going to jump at it. So right now, it does...
Can I take it back? Or is it too late?
Would you... Well, are you doing the jump, or are you not doing the jump?
No, I was not going to do the jump.
Okay.
Instead, I was going to still ask. But if I need to do the jump, since I said it, I will commit to it.
No, I mean, you were asking if you could do that.
Okay.
So if you would like to, you can. If you would not like to, then you can do something else.
I would like to exploit vulnerabilities.
All right, go ahead and roll that esoteric lore check.
That will be a 23.
23. Oh yeah, that is very much a critical success. Yeah, you very much know that these human-sized spiders are occasionally called hunting spiders. And while they aren't the largest type, they are quite unpleasant still. You don't know of any specific weaknesses. However, you do know that they have some pretty nasty venom if they bite you.
Okay. So I would just use my personal whatever.
Antithesis.
Yes, that.
The old antithesis.
And I'm going to chuck a dagger at it.
All right. What is the range on the daggers again? I'm pretty sure it's 20.
I'm trying to look on here, but I don't see where it says. Oh no! Mine, it says only 10 feet. I thought it was 20 feet.
Hold on, let me take a quick look because it should be 20. Oh, yep, thrown 10 feet, right? Because it's not a throwing dagger, so it's 10 foot. So from your current position, you are 18 feet away. You're considered 18 feet away. I'm going to round that down to 15, just for the sake of simplicity. But let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that just means that you'll have a -2 to your attack roll.
Okay.
If you still choose to take it.
Yeah, because I already wasted an action doing the other thing.
And you also would have needed to take an action to take out your dagger.
That's fine. So it'll be 3 actions total.
So yes, it will take a -2 penalty. So yes, go ahead and roll with the -2 penalty.
Try anyways. Oh, that's really good. So that's a 23 with the -2.
Damn. All right. Yeah.
I rolled a 19, so
that is.
It worked out in my favor.
Yeah, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, 3 plus 5 is 8, and then 2 for my personal antithesis. So that is. I don't know, math is hard, man. 3 plus 6 plus 4 is 10.
Good God.
Man, being strength-based, I get so much.
You need to stop dealing so much damage. Stop it.
I rolled a d4, but I got extras.
Good
So nice.
lord.
How many?
What did you
how
roll?
many
Did you roll max
modifiers
damage
do you
there?
have?
I rolled a 3, and then I have a 3 strength. I have an extra 2 from personal antithesis, and then I have 2 from my what's it called? Implement empowerment, which is
Holy
S +2 when I'm holding my
shit.
implement.
Why are you always in the back? What the fuck?
Well, I was in the front last time. I got bit by a bunch of rats.
You got bit by Jesus.
Thaumaturge
Christ.
is really powerful at low level. I do remember hearing that. All right, so yeah, you throw that dagger with the might of Zeus directly into the spider's abdomen. It is currently bloodied. Actually, yeah, it's currently bloodied. All right then. I believe that is all of your
debate if it's mortal.
Okay, so it has 20 health or less. Cool.
all right then. That brings us now to Remy.
Yeah, I don't have any ranged attacks. Can I like jump up and like try to whack it?
You could certainly try. Let's see. Let me pull high jump back up again. Okay, so high jump is a 2-action thing. So, go ahead and, since I'm assuming you are striding, 10 feet. So 1, 2, yeah.
Wait, no, but then I can't.
No, stride is part of the high jump.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you stride and then you leap. So that is, yeah, we'll call that
Stride,
good. So, and now
leap.
make an athletics check, please.
Make an athletics check. Athletics check. That is the wrong thing. Athletics. Okay, D20 plus 4. I got a fucking nat 20.
Okay. Plus
Plus 4, so 24.
4, you say. Okay. Well, that is a nat 20, which does mean that you succeed automatically
Holy shit.
on this check, which is pretty damn impressive. So you are able to jump up to put yourself in range. And would you like to do a regular attack or a flurry of blows here?
I'll do flurry blows.
All right, go ahead and make 2 attack rolls.
Okay. Just 17.
17 just barely hits.
Okay. 13 does not hit.
13 does not hit. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll damage for that first one.
5.
5 points of damage. Oh yeah, that is a mortal spider.
So I kick it.
Oh yeah,
Right where the fucking knife is.
Yeah, you take your staff off your back, you pole vault up into this, just sending your foot directly into the spider, and you almost decide to go for a second kick, but you realize it's probably not going to go so well, so you just use your other foot to kick off of the spider's rear end and land safely back on the ground. And that is your turn. That brings us to the spider itself, which is very much in pain. And it is going to...
Good, cry about it.
It is going to first...
Cry about it?
It is going to first use the descend on a web action to just go straight down at Remy. And there we go. It is going to now...
Quick question. This
Yes.
is a move.
It is a movement.
With of me, right?
Sorry, say again?
It moves within 10 feet of me, correct?
Yes, it is. It is technically now within 10 feet of you.
And I get my implements
Yeah.
and can try to attack.
Go ahead and make that attack.
That is 18.
18 does hit.
Oh shit!
Roll damage.
Well, It's mortal. He's dead anyway. Plus, what's her fucking modifiers? I mean, Jesus Christ.
11.
11
Yeah,
points
like,
of fucking
fucking
damage.
hell.
Jesus. All right. Yeah.
Jeez.
Dead spider, dude. Dead spider. How would you like to do this?
Just as it's coming down, right before it gets to Remy's face, I just kind of slash it and the guts kind of come out.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Remy,
nail it in the cranium.
you see the venom dripping from its mandibles as it lunges down towards you, but stops
Yummy.
as just you watch Nix's blade slash the thing almost entirely in half. You are now covered in spider guts, and it has landed on the ground next to you.
I
That
am
is
both
a
proud and furious.
dead spider. You now all gain an additional 40 XP for that.
40? 40!
40 XP.
Petra is gonna vomit profusely into the corner of the cave.
You okay?
I'm assuming Petra has a thing against spiders.
Petra is very, very pale.
Is
Is this Emma or Petra, or is it both? I genuinely cannot tell right now.
She's just gonna walk away from the spider corpse and head deeper in.
All right.
I'm taking that as a both.
All right.
I get my dagger back. Can I cut like a meaty portion off of this spider?
Of which part of the spider?
Wherever it's slightly meaty, she wants to eat it.
Meaty. Okay. Yeah,
So
I
not
guess.
the venom part, but
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
maybe a chubby leg or something.
What the fuck?
You know, yeah, I guess go ahead and you chop off one of the legs. You saw off one of the legs with your sword.
Yep, Petra's green around the gills and has thrown up several more times.
Yeah, I would safely say that Petra, you are currently considered sickened.
Oh no!
That's fair. Yeah, I consider myself that as well. You just add that on.
Has Nix taken a bite?
Sure. We're gonna die. It's fine.
You're not gonna die, and thankfully your razor sharp teeth make it very easy for you to get through the chitinous exoskeleton of this spider and into the not so great tasting bits below.
Time to go.
Petra, you're doing your best to ignore this sound.
I'm just continuing forward. We're not engaging.
I'm just following behind punching very loudly.
All right.
I offer some to Remy.
Remy, how do you respond to being offered giant spider meat?
Yummy.
Does
I
Remy
break
take
it
a
in
bite?
half and give Remy half.
If it's out of anything, it is for pure spite against Petra. So bet.
Oh God.
Poor
Okay.
I'm
Petra.
gonna safely say I'm sickened too.
Yeah, you're sickened too. You're
Am I
easily
sickened
sickened
too?
too. No, not you, Petra.
Are you okay, Petra?
Yeah, Petra, you doing all right over there?
Poor Nix is oblivious.
This is for her patronizing me earlier.
Oh my lord. All right, so you continue onwards, crunching away. Oh God.
Aaron, buddy, come on. Did you really expect anything
so
less from
just
me?
Pause for a second. Oh Jesus.
Impact is second half.
Are any of you searching the lair at all as you're passing through?
I don't know. By the way, did eating the spider heal me at all?
No.
Yes. I'm gonna say that I am trying to search to distract myself. I can't say I'm doing any good at it, but
Okay. And let's see. You're sickened too, so it's a -2. As you're walking through, you actually notice up over here, right before Remy just bolts through and his light passes back over it, you see a webbed up humanoid shape.
What the fuck?
A small webbed up
Back here.
humanoid shape. Right over there.
What the fuck am I looking at right now?
So,
what am I looking at?
Petra, upon closer inspection, it appears that this is a very tightly wrapped up bundle of bones and dry skin that looks like it belonged to some sort of small reptilian creature. And you actually see that.
Kobold?
Yes, actually, you would recognize it as a kobold. Long dead. It appears the spider ate this thing quite a while ago. However, you also see a few other things in this wrapped up bundle. So, you first, well, would you see some shinies? Would you cut it open to get at the shinies?
Yes, please.
All right. So, first off, you find a short sword. It appears to have a small emerald in the pommel. And you also find a healing potion.
Ooh.
Cool, I'm taking both of those.
Petra now has both of those. I would say at this point, Remy and Nix are done eating. Petra, please make a fortitude save.
Yeah, okay. Do I still have -2 from being sickened?
Let me see. I don't think sickened affects your saving throws. It only affects checks and DCs, so not saving throws.
Okay, so that then was an 18.
An 18. You manage to reduce your condition to sickened 1 as you just take the things out, vomit over the kobold corpse, and you're on your merry way.
Cool.
And remember to write down that it has an emerald in the pommel. The short
Yep,
sword has an
working on it.
All right. Oh, Lord.
This is in contention for the worst day of Petra's life.
Excellent.
And I have a minor healing potion, yeah?
Yes, a minor healing potion. At least I believe it's minor. Let me double check. Minor healing potion.
Right. Anything else of note?
Nope, that's it. Just dead kobold. Other than that.
Must access those tunnels that caved in the alpaca.
So, Petra, you begin moving forward, and beyond Remy's torchlight, you also see that the blue glowing light of the mushrooms in the ceiling begins to fade as you go up ahead. However, right at the edge of the light, you think you might see something up ahead that's not stone.
I don't know if that's good news or bad news, but
Do you progress?
I'd like the man with the light to maybe get a little further up ahead, but you never know. Or maybe the woman who can see in the dark. I'm not picky.
You like to go, Remy? Or should I? Okay. Grandpa's napping.
Yeah, Remy's just sort of standing slack-jawed, drooling right now. You think the spider leg might have gotten to him. So Nix, as you progress forward, As you progress forward, you find yourself further along, and you see right there is a wooden barricade, beyond which you can actually see a little bit past. You can see there's a passageway that is lit with a faint blue glow, as well as candlelight. You can't really see anything else further than that, but it's definitely something beyond this barricade.
That's like some candlelight. Something
Can I
blue.
attempt to break down the barricade?
Does this room end here? Like,
Sorry,
if I continue over here, is the room ending? Or no, there's more pathway. Okay.
there is more pathway. So, what is happening? Remy has moved away from the barricade. Okay. So, Petra, are you staying and dealing with the barricade with these two, or are you trying to go forward?
I just wanted to know if our backs were exposed.
Okay. So,
Can I attempt to break down the barricade?
you can certainly try.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What modifier am I using here?
This is go ahead and make an attack roll.
An attack roll?
Yeah.
An attack roll. Okay, so I'll just go with fist strike. You know what? Should I do a flurry of blow strike? Ooh. I'll do a flurry of blow strike.
All right.
And a 4.
4. So the first one. What was the first one?
24.
So the first one was a 24. Or did you flurry of blows or just regular strike? It doesn't really matter.
Flurry of blows. I flurry of
Okay.
blows.
So the first one was a 24. So that definitely does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
2. Fuck.
2. All right. You make a sizable dent. And go ahead and roll your. Did you roll your second strike already?
Yeah, that's the 4.
Oh, I thought you said 24. Your
I got a
microphone is
24 on
being
the
difficult
first
again.
one.
Okay.
I got a 24 on the first
I
one and a 4
understand
on the
now.
second one.
I understand now. Okay. All right. So yeah, Remy definitely was able to deal some damage right there.
Can I go again?
You sure might.
Is that an MAP -8 or is it just another +5 because we're technically
We're not
in
an
encounter
initiative.
right now?
We're not in an initiative, so you can just make
Okay,
it a regular
cool.
strike.
That 23 and an 8.
All right. Actually, now that I'm rereading things, the 24 would have also been a crit, so that we'll just retroactively double that damage to 4 damage, and then 23 is also a crit, so go ahead and roll double damage.
Cool. Well, there's a critical button. Can I just press that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 10.
Whoa.
10 points of damage. Yeah, this third strike pretty easily whah, kicks the door, or kicks the barricade down. So, Remy is now moving
Is this
upwards.
correct? What the fuck? Where am I?
Yeah, as you progress upwards, you actually do believe you see a bit of crypt room is what this appears to be.
I'm being left behind.
Yep, you're in the
I don't know
dark.
where anything is.
Catch up.
Petra is
Hold that
stumbling
out.
around in the dark. So as you all approach into the room, which is bathed in this strange blue glow from this brazier over here. Stop. Get back there.
No.
You enter the room, and one of the first things you notice is a skeleton on the floor. In addition to the skeleton on the floor, it appears that there are a number of skeletons on the wall. However, Nix, as you stand next to this skeleton on the wall,
Fuck's
you
sake, you
realize
gotta be
it's
shitting me right
holding
now.
a sword and appears to be looking at you.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Dude,
and
why?
in addition,
What are you doing?
the stone of the main coffin moves aside as a less decayed corpse
Whoa.
pulls itself out.
This is so fucked up.
So.
Cameron, this is the Haunted Mansion all over again. I hate you.
So.
I make it a attempt to intimidate everybody in this room at once and avoid the encounter altogether.
You wish. Go ahead.
I wish.
And
I do
roll
wish. That's what
initiative.
I'm doing.
Go ahead and roll initiative, everyone.
I hate you.
Oh.
18. Where am I on this list? Hey. Okay.
Oh, I'm sickened and I still rolled initiative quite well.
Oh, let's we'll say on your first turn, if you'd like to take an action to retch, you may. Speaking of, it is your turn, Petra.
Cool. I'm gonna first try and get rid of my sickenedness.
All right, go ahead and make a fortitude save.
That is a 21.
21. You are no longer sickened as you vomit all over the cave floor.
Wonderful news for us all.
Indeedio.
Oh, only for me, really.
God. Yeah, only for you, because now I have to avoid a puddle of puke on the way back. Especially if I'm going to be holding my guts out, like I surely am, after encountering with 5 skeletons.
If you keep bitching, I will just stab you.
So.
Would not be unwarranted after the day that I've had. I am going to stride.
All right, you stride.
I'm gonna go here. I'm not
You have
within
5
range.
feet remaining in that stride if you'd like.
I'm gonna go over here then and target this bloke.
Okay.
I don't have panache anymore because we're out of
This is
the
correct.
thingamajig. Great, that's cool and fun. I'm gonna strike with my rapier.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Did that do it? Did that roll the thing?
I don't see any rolls. Oh, now I do.
There we go.
What did you get?
15.
A 15 just barely misses, unfortunately.
Oh my god, what the fuck are these guys?
I am out of actions.
All right, then. That brings us now to the first of these skeletons. These very decayed, scimitar-wielding individuals. Well, this one's actually not wielding a scimitar. He's wielding a short bow. And he is going to shoot...
Centaur wielding. Was an image.
He's actually going to take his short bow and fire at Remy.
Hey!
Remy, that is a lovely 23 to hit.
Oh, I fucking hate you.
I believe that hits but does not crit, thankfully.
Eh.
As the arrow thunks into your shoulder, dealing 5 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god, fuck off! Oh my god, I have 3 health left.
Remy is safely mortal. So,
Yes, safely is a strong word.
the skeleton has 2 actions remaining. It is going to take one here to... Let me see. Let me double check this. Okay, no, never mind. All right. It is going to first take make another short bow attack. This one is going to be against Petra. That is pretty solidly a miss at -3 to hit.
You know, I don't think that will hit me, but good try.
And then it is going to take its final action to it is going to step in front of the other shambling corpse. And that's going to be the end of that one's turn. That brings us now to this one, who is going to take its scimitar and run on up to Remy.
Fuck.
And then it is going to go ahead and it's going to slash at him with its scimitar. Remy, that is a 9 to hit.
Sorry, no dice.
All right.
I mean, there are dice, but you know, the dice weren't good enough. So,
and it is then going to rake at you with one of its skeletal claws. Ooh, that is. Let's see.
Oh god, I don't like that.
That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, fuck you, and your fucking eyebrows. Oh my god.
So Remy, ooh, that is
Karen,
6 points of slashing damage.
Karen, buddy, pal, old chum, my guy, buddy boy, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So, Remy, you are now unconscious and have the dying 1 condition.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, it means that first, I have to move you in initiative to right before the guy that knocked you out. So you're unconscious, and the dying 1 condition basically just means if your dying value gets to 4, you die outright. You're dead. So while you are dying, all you can do is at the start of each of your turns make a recovery check. And
how?
Well, you just do. It's just, don't worry about it. You do that that is on your turn. It is not your turn, and it's not going to be your turn for a while.
So now I gotta wait for an entirely new cycle.
Yes. Which yeah.
Holy hell!
So that is the end of that skeleton's turn. So yeah, remember to keep track of your dying value. You're a dying 1 right now. Very important. That brings us to the skeleton right over here, who is going to take its... it's going to first off go ahead and take its scimitar and make a strike at Nix. Nix, that is a 15 to hit.
Misses.
All right. And as the sword swings over your head, the skeleton then continues on and attempts to make a sweeping strike against Petra. So Petra, that is also a 15 to hit.
That will not hit.
All right, so that is 2 of its actions, and it is then going to attempt to rake at Petra with its claw, which aggressively misses. Aggressively misses. That is the end of that skeleton's turn. That brings us now to Nix.
Okay, I'm going to try to exploit vulnerabilities on the dude in front of me.
Alrighty then, go ahead and roll exploit vulnerabilities.
That is a 16.
16, you say? 16. Yes. That does just barely hit. Go ahead and roll. Or wait, sorry, that's not a hit. I apologize. I am brain dead. I was. All right, so yes, that is a success, not a critical success, just a regular success. And you would know that skeletons like these are immune to a lot of things.
Break it up.
Oh, is it better?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Skeletons are immune to a lot of things, notably disease, mental damage, paralysis, and poison. But you would also know that they are resistant to a number of things, such as cold, electricity, fire, piercing, and slashing. You don't specifically know of any weaknesses. You do know that if you had something that would deal positive damage, like a healing spell, for instance, then that could damage an undead like this. But yeah, you don't have any specific weaknesses that you can use against these things.
Go for personal win.
All right.
Now we'll try to attack.
All right.
That is a 20.
A 20 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, that's good. That's 12?
12 points of damage, and that is piercing damage, correct?
Let me double check. I think it might be slashing. It's slashing.
Slashing, regardless. And is the personal antithesis damage also slashing? Or is that...
I believe it's the same thing. Let me double check. It just... Okay, so this target creature and only the target creature gain a weakness against your unarmed and weapon strikes equal to 2 plus half your level. Is all it says.
Okay. So I would say... Okay, so I would say that is still... Yeah, that is still... Okay. I figured out in my head how to make the rules work. So, how much is your personal antithesis damage?
It's just 2 right now.
Okay, so...
It's half level, but I'm only 1, so it doesn't do anything.
All right. Because it's slashing damage, you deal 9 points of damage, which is very much enough to just sweep across the skeleton's ribcage and knock it re-dead.
Okay.
All right. What else would you like to do?
I will stride for my last movement to be here. And that's all I have for this turn.
All right. Right, you use personal or the
Yes.
Yep.
Exploit
All right.
vulnerabilities, attack, and a stride.
And that brings us to this skeleton over here, who's going to stride on over next to Petra, and is going to first go ahead and make a strike against Petra with its scimitar. Petra, that is a 17 to hit.
That will also not hit.
Also not hit. Okay. So it misses as it then sweeps its scimitar in a downwardly direction towards Remy.
Wow.
Oh,
Fuck
no.
you.
Let me just double check all of the things. Let's see. So while you're unconscious, you take a -4 status penalty to AC, perception, and reflex saves. Blind
Wait,
footing-
it says my thing has a -6.
Yes, because
on
you're
my
also flat-footed. So your AC is 11 currently.
Yes. Which fuck you.
Let's see. Okay. So, let me just double check. Okay. So, it's going to go ahead and strike at you. That is... Oh dear. Let's see.
Don't you fucking oh dear me. Don't you fucking oh dear me.
That is a 15 to hit, which I
Oh,
believe does
God.
hit Remy in this state. Remy,
Do a
you are
reflex save
currently...
with your shit.
No, you're dying. You're dying too. Currently.
Ow. Is there literally any way that I can get the fuck out of this?
You can succeed on recovery saves.
Hero
Or
points!
somebody can heal you, or you could use your hero points if you had any, because you used your hero point earlier.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You
What are you
did.
talking about? I still have mine. I
You
used
didn't
a
play the
card.
card. Yeah, that is the hero point. That card is your hero point.
I'm pretty sure I had at least. I know I have at least
Jacob,
one
I
because
give
have
you
not
Jacob.
used any.
I give you one at the beginning of your session. The card is your hero point. You played your card, which means you used your hero point.
Fuck you.
So that now brings us to the shambling corpse over here, which is going to...
Me?
No, not you. You're not
Not you.
shambling. You're just on the ground. Which is going
Gambling
to
your corpse like.
move.
Is my torch out? Is that why the room's dark?
No,
I'm
you're
blind.
unconscious.
Oh, okay. I
can't
thought
see
it
when
was
you're
because the
knocked
torch
out.
was out.
It's going to shamble on over to Nix with one action, and then it is going to attempt to violently grab Nix.
Whoa.
That is an 18 to hit, Nix.
That is my armor class.
All right, so it does hit as it violently grabs you, crushing your arm, dealing 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy Christ!
And you are currently grabbed. So that means, since you're grabbed, you are considered flat-footed and immobilized. You are considered flat-footed and immobilized, but you may attempt to escape on your turn. And as it grabs you by the shoulder very firmly, it begins to pull you closer as it opens its jaws.
No,
for
thank
fuck's
you.
And that is the end of its turn, bringing us to Petra.
We're gonna all die, and they're gonna come back and be like, "Where did they go? You are dead."
Well, all hell is currently breaking loose, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and stab this fellow over here to my right.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I'm sure that'll work in my favor. Ha ha! That's a nat 1.
Oh dear. Do you have anything you'd like to do to maybe not do that?
Yeah, I'll use my hero point.
Yay! Go ahead and roll again there.
Well, that's only a 14, so...
You get
14.
knocked unconscious, you're gonna regret that.
Well, thankfully, it's not a crit fail this time. So you just miss. You just regular old miss at this point.
Alright, there's how many people in here? There's, what, 5?
There are 4, not including your allies. There's 3 skeletons, 1 zombie.
Oh, did one of them die? I missed
Yes,
that.
Nix destroyed one of them.
Okay, can I use an action to scoop up Remy's tiny little rat body in my arms?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
use an interact to scoop him up.
Oop.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Do it,
And then-
Petra, scoop me up.
You're dying. Get a safe.
So Remy has been scooped.
Okay. Then I'm gonna take the stride action and I'm gonna go 25 feet down here to do the...
All right.
Well, I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use my sentence of, speak to say to Nix, perhaps we should leave.
Might be a little hard for me right now.
I'll help you as soon as I can.
All right. So that brings us now to the skeleton with a bow.
Me and my unconscious delirious unconscious delirious state shout, fucking yeah, fuck over here. And I knock out again.
That checks out. That checks out for you. All right. So Nix, you currently have you're flat-footed against this attack is eliminated because you have cover from the skeleton and the zombie. So the skeleton is going to take a shot. That is a total of 14 to hit.
Misses.
All right. It is then going to...
Hit its friend.
Unfortunately, no.
Only
it is... Only you damage your allies. Only you. It's one of your special thaumaturge features. It is then going to attempt to fire one more arrow at you. That is... Oh, that's very, very definitely a miss. That's a 7 to hit.
Yeah, no.
And it is then going to take its final action to stride over the coffin and end up right there. Remy, my boy, my buddy, my pal. So
You don't get to call me that right now.
recovery checks. When you're dying at the start of each of your turns, you must attempt a flat check with a DC equal to 10 plus your current dying value. So your current dying value is 2, meaning that you must make you just roll a d20, and you need to get a 12 or higher.
I got a 13.
13, that is a success. Your dying value is reduced by 1. You are now only dying 1.
Yay!
And yep, that's your turn. Moving on.
Slightly less.
Moving on. The skeleton right here, right next to Nix, is going to go ahead and make some attacking here. Let's see. So, you are flat-footed against this attack.
Alright.
So, that with the scimitar is a 13 to hit.
No.
All right. Then that attack will miss. It is then going to swipe at you with its claw, which is a 4 to hit.
No.
All right. It is then going to move around you
Oh shit.
and towards
shit.
Remy and Petra.
Petra, run! Run faster! Run faster!
That brings us now to Nix. It is your turn.
Speed! Speed!
Okay. And
Would you like to attempt to escape the grab?
sure.
Kill this dumbass before he kills me!
All right. So, escape action. So, yes, go ahead and make a... you can attempt an acrobatics or athletics check, or you can make a check using your unarmed attack modifier.
Ooh, okay, hold on. I think I'm gonna go unarmed attack. So it's just like a unarmed attack strike?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use that.
All right.
Is that 15?
15, you say. 15. That just barely succeeds. You punch the zombie right in its open jaw and get it to let go of you. You are no longer grabbed.
And whip around,
Next,
and I'm going to
next,
try to
yeah.
attack this one.
Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Go ahead and roll to hit.
I think that's probably going to miss. That's going to be a 14.
14. It is flanked currently, so it is flat-footed, meaning that it does get hit by that.
Roses.
Unfortunately, it does not. You do not have any personal antithesis on this.
Yeah, I know. So it's only a 9.
Only a 9, which is reduced thanks to resistance. So, you deal enough damage to kill it, right as it raises its blade and attempts to go for a killing blow on Remy. Nix, you punch the zombie, whip around, slash this skeleton to pieces.
Oh my god, for once you do something in relation to me that doesn't involve damaging me.
So,
Hey,
Nix.
you should have taken my healing earlier. I'm just saying.
You are unconscious.
Nix, I believe you have one action remaining, is that correct?
Yeah, it is. So I'm
All
going to turn around and I'm going to try to hit this one.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit with your multiple attack penalty.
Okay, that's going to miss. That is an 8 plus... I think it's only plus 1.
All right, then that definitely does miss. Definitely does miss. All right, then. That will bring us now to the skeleton that you just attempted to murderize, which is going to take a step. Take a couple of steps forwards right there, so that it is now flanking you with the zombie. So you are flat-footed against it, and it is going to attempt to strike at you with its scimitar first. Oh, that is a natural 1.
Woo!
So let me deal myself a fumble here. To Cam's hand, random deal. All right, let's see what we get. Card number 51 with a melee attack. The skeleton goes to strike, but as it does, it's like its spine just sort of lets go for a moment, and its head spins around in a circle. The skeleton is now confused.
I'll take it.
So let me find the confused condition in here, and double check what that does. How the hell is this thing confused? All right, let's see. Confused. Effects. Confused. Don't have your wits about you. So, the skeleton is now considered flat-footed, doesn't treat anyone as its ally, so you are no longer flanked.
Okay.
No longer flanked in regards to this skeleton. If the zombie were to attack you, you would be flat-footed against it, but not against the skeleton. So, because it's confused means that you use all of your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips. The attack's targets are determined randomly, meaning that it basically has 2 options here. It can either attack you or it can attack the pigeon. So we're gonna flip a coin here. Nix, heads or tails, whichever you pick is the one that will hit you. Tails. That is tails.
Better not be my pigeon.
It's tails. It's attacking you. As it wildly sweeps at you with its claw. That is only a 4 to hit.
No.
All right then. That is the end of this skeleton's turn. If I can get the encounters tab back up. That brings us now to the zombie. All right, so it just says confused. Okay, right, got it. Okay, so the zombie is now going to attempt to violently grab Nix again.
All right.
That is a 12 to hit.
No.
All right. And then it is going to violently swing at you again. And that is a... That is... Oh, Lord. My brain, my math. That is an 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right, then. That is the end of the zombie's turn. That brings us around to Petra.
Okay, well, I would like to lay down Remy's tiny little rat body over here.
Okay. His body is laying down.
I
Ow.
want him up there. I'm then gonna take the stride action to go here. It's a wall. Fuck walls.
There you go.
I want to go here.
Are you trying to go into the skeleton? Are you trying to tumble through the skeleton?
Yes.
Okay, so the stride is part of the tumble through.
Yes.
And let's see, let's double check. I believe. Let me move this damn dead skeleton guard out of there. I believe. Okay, tumble through. So go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Oh, we love an acrobatics check. That is tragically a 12.
Tragically, a 12. Yeah, unfortunately, that is fail. As you attempt to roll past the skeleton, it's wildly swinging its scimitar around, and you stop yourself short. You know you're not going to be able to get through there safely.
Alright then. Well, I'm gonna take my final action, and I would just like to try and stab the bloke.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit. It is currently flat-footed against you.
It's a 25.
25. Well, wouldn't you know, that's a critical hit.
Woo!
Go ahead and roll double damage.
It says it's 16, which feels wrong.
It is a crit. All right. So, yeah, you just step forward, and as the skeleton swings wildly around, you wait for an opening and just jab it right in its skull, and it falls down dead. Or re-dead, I suppose. All right, then.
As you do. I don't get my crit card?
You only get crit cards on nat 20s. That's what we had decided.
Oh, right. We decided that. Never mind.
Yes. All right, then. That brings us to the remaining skeleton, who is going to fire its bow first at Petra. Petra, that is a 9 to hit.
No, it's gonna be shocking, but that doesn't quite manage to do it.
I'm shocked and appalled. That then brings us to another strike, this one against Nix. That is only a 6 to hit.
Nope.
All right. At this point, it reaches back to the quiver, but finds that its quiver is empty. And is going to drop its bow and unsheath its scimitar. And that is going to be the end of that skeleton's turn. Remy!
Fun name.
Remy! Go ahead and roll a DC 11 flat check.
Oh boy. 15!
15! Your dying value is reduced by 1, reducing you to no longer be dying. You are now just unconscious and at 0 hit points. But you also gain the wounded condition. Okay, Nix, it is your turn.
Okay, I will exploit vulnerabilities on the
All right, go ahead and roll
No,
that
Gavin.
check.
No, Gavin. Bottom right is dead.
21.
21. That is a critical success right there. So, similarly to the skeletons, they're, immune to disease, mental damage, paralysis, poison, can't be knocked unconscious. You would, however, know that it is weak to positive damage and to slashing damage.
Does it have a weakness value?
Yes, weakness of 5 to both.
Ooh, okay. And then I'm going to use the mortal weakness or whatever, so I can just take that. 5.
All right. Are you taking that on, which one are you taking that on? Positive or slashing?
Positive. So
All
it's
right.
different than what I have.
All right. How would you describe you applying this positive damage to your attack? That's like holy damage.
I open my bag and the pigeon sticks its head in there. And I pull out some like holy water, I guess. I don't know. Put it on my weapon.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, the pigeon dives into your bag, comes back up with a little vial of holy water, which it then quickly sprinkles over your blade.
Okay. 17?
17 very definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that's 8. 8 slashing and then 5 positive weakness.
All right.
However that works.
Positive damage. So that is a total of... Okay, so
13.
slashing. It's already weak to slashing. So how much did you deal again? 8?
13
and then,
total. 5.
Well, okay, so 13 points of slashing plus the 5 points of...
No, 8 slashing. And then
Was the 8
5.
slashing including the weakness?
No.
Okay, so it also has weakness to slashing damage.
So do I do both of them or just pick one?
Yeah, you do both. It's the
Oh.
It's the at least I'm pretty darn sure that's how it works. Let me double check, but I'm pretty
going back.
sure pretty sure that's how it works.
It says activate the highest weakness you discovered.
Right, but your weapon deals slashing damage normally.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, your sword
Oh.
does slashing damage.
Gotcha.
So your sword on its own deals 13 points of damage, and then your mortal weakness grants you an additional 5 points, meaning you've dealt 18 points of damage.
That's confusing for me, sorry.
It's okay. That is an extremely mortal zombie right there.
Okay.
I believe you have one action remaining.
I will just try to hit it again.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That's an 11.
11.
Can I use my, I'm gonna use my hero point?
You certainly may.
Sure. Go big or go home, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a 13. I think I'm
13.
going home.
That does hit, just barely. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. So that's 9 of just normal weapon damage, and then it would be 5 for the weakness.
All right, and it doesn't matter if you're including the slashing weakness there, because no matter what, it is dead. As all get out. Meaning that all that remains is that one skeleton. That brings us all the way around to Petra.
Petra is gonna go ahead. Actually, no, I'm going to change what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go up and use my first action to stride.
All right.
Action 2, I'm going to try and feint.
Okay. So what does the feint require?
That requires a deception check.
All right, go ahead and make that deception check then.
That is 13.
13. That is just barely a success.
Wonderful. And then I forgot what
is.
effect
Let's
it
see.
gives me,
So that
this
gives you
is-
panache. And since you succeeded, your foe is fooled. So it's flat-footed against the next melee attack that you attempt against it before the end of your current turn. So it is currently flat-footed against you.
Wonderful. And I'm going to use my confident finisher because I have panache.
All right, all right.
And let's do that, shall we? That is 22,
22 to hit. That definitely hits.
which means I do however much damage my damn rapier does, which is not listed right there. Give me a second. Just click the damage thing. And then it does my piercing... Whatever the hell damage.
You also have your 2d8 precise strike damage.
That's what I thought. Oh. Alright, what did I roll in here for damage? Okay, that's 9 total. We have done 9 total damage.
How much was the rapier?
Rapier was 5.
Rapier was 5. Okay. So, as you strike it, the rapier itself, you don't actually hit the skeleton with the blade. You instead get your sword, the blade of your sword in just such a position where you're able to flick the blade up, knocking the skeleton's head clean off. Because thankfully, your precise strike damage just barely allowed you to deal enough to kill it.
Good.
All right. So,
Yeah.
combat
Can I
is
wake up
over.
now?
Hold on. Combat is over. Each of you gains 100 XP for that.
Ooh.
Oh, thank Christ.
So,
That's nice.
yes, indeed, indeed. And so, the room is now quiet and empty. So, Remy is no longer bleeding out. However, he is on the ground, unconscious.
All right.
I will try to treat. Is it treat wounds? Is
You,
that what I gotta do?
I want to
Would
investigate
be,
over
if
here.
you-
would in fact be
you-
treat wounds.
if you,
So,
if you,
go ahead and
if you-
make
if
a
you,
DC 15
you-
medicine check.
if you,
If I
And,
kill you, you
you-
won't know because you're unconscious.
While
If you
Nix,
fucking kill me.
while Nix is attempting to heal Remy, Petra, you begin looking around, and as you, I'm just gonna move that corpse over a little bit. As you begin looking around, you find a couple of things of note. First, you look at the brazier here and realize, oh, it's not just a brazier. It's got, like, the reason it's glowing, the brazier itself is empty. There's no fuel in it. The only thing in there is a torch. And the torch is glowing with a blue flame. And as you put
I would
your
like
hand
to take
closer
the
to it, it gives off no heat, but it does give off light.
It is my torch now.
All right. So you now have an ever-burning torch.
Fuck yeah, I do.
So, go ahead and add that to your inventory. And I'm assuming you would like to have it out and lit? Or, well, it's always lit.
Yes, please.
But, okay. Because that is the thing about it, is that it is always lit. You cannot put it out at all.
Well, sometimes I can shove it in my backpack.
This is true. And like I said, it does not give off any heat. So let me just go ahead and put that there. Update token. All right. You are now giving off blue light. In addition, you also look around and looking at the skeletons, it looks like one of them was holding a very ornate, polished bronze shield carved to look like a roaring lion.
I take that too.
All right. You now have the brass lion shield.
Where does that go under?
Just put it in your inventory. Are you using it?
No, I was just trying to figure out if it needed
Yeah,
to go
just-
under one of the specific categories.
Just put it in a
Figure it out
put it in
later.
regular old equipment and just use a regular shield for its stats.
Sounds good.
And make sure for the ever burning torch that you add the actual magic item. So that you always have access to its abilities.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's all you find. So Nix, what did you get on your check?
I got 15 exactly.
15 exactly. All right, so go ahead and roll that 2d8.
That's 6 total.
6. All right, Remy, you regain 6 hit points.
Oh my fucking god. Thank
Your eyes snap open. Air, musty cave air fills your lungs. Go ahead and remove the unconscious condition. And let's see. Does that remove the wounded condition? I don't remember. Let me
I
look.
don't know, but I have 6 health, which makes me not mortal anymore.
This is somewhat correct, yes. You are just bloodied. Okay, so wounded condition.
Okay,
Yes,
so
okay,
not
so you are
wounded.
no longer wounded. You are no longer weak. All right.
I wake up and go, oh no, what the fuck happened?
You just see Nix's bloody hands, and she's got like some sharp utensils.
And I go like, oh my god, you didn't kill me. I'm
I
so
fixed you.
proud of you.
I healed you.
Emma, stop moving.
I
I'm
know.
so proud of you. Oh my god. Okay, let's get the
So,
fuck out of here.
as Remy sort of takes a breath, and Petra just begins walking off into the darkness with her new torch. That is where we're going to end tonight's session. So, Nix, how are you feeling right now?
Good, you just heal somebody. And it worked. You know, it's been working every single time.
Oh, yes, of course.
I don't know what everybody's talking about.
Actually, before I forget, your pigeon has a message for you.
You.
And Petra, how are you feeling?
She's unfathomably pissed off and upset, but she knows it's not exactly fair of her.
Why are you pissed off and upset? Oh, right. Yep. Yep. Okay, got it.
Who knows?
Yeah. And Remy, how are you feeling?
He's feeling not dead. That's how he's feeling.
I get jumped by a spider, and then I get jumped by not one, not two, but 5 skeletons. Get shot by one, slashed down by
Forgetting the
another,
rats.
slashed by another while I'm down.
See, that's how you can tell he's not having a good time. It's because his microphone turns him into a robot.
God damn it!
Oh, now it's back. So
Fuck!
yeah.
I was saying that first I got jumped by a spider, then I got jumped by not one, not two, but 5 skeletons, get shot by one, slashed by another, get slashed by another one while I'm dead.
4 rats.
Yeah, I got jumped by 4 rats. And then spent it literally an entire encounter unconscious. What the fuck?
Hey, you got the XP from it.
I got the XP from it. Yeah, that's true. But I was unconscious.
Everyone but Nix has now spent at least one encounter unconscious.
Yeah, pretty much.
I spent one, I just wasn't Nix at the time.
That's true. That's
I
true.
spent a very long time unconscious as now.
Yeah.
A very long time.
All right. So, as players, how are we feeling right now?
Well, pretty good actually. You know, I think that went pretty all right. Other than you know, all these considered.
And how does it feel to have a pretty substantial leg up at this point over Oberyn and Jason, experience-wise?
Spectacular. Well, I don't know if I'm. Above
Yes, you
them
are.
right
You
now.
are. All of you
I
are.
am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Remy, you're at 500. Where did we start the session? I think everyone started. So, yeah, you have 160 more experience than Jason and Oberyn. Pretty substantial amount.
Yes. Yes.
So, yes, good session, everyone.